How does dark money influence election campaign finance? Have you ever wondered how some political campaigns seem to have endless resources while others struggle? One major factor at play is something called dark money. So, what exactly is dark money, and how does it impact election campaign finance? Let's break it down. Dark money refers to political spending by organizations that do not disclose their donors. This means the sources of the money remains unknown to the public. This type of funding is often used to sway elections and influence policy decisions without any transparency. Dark money typically flows through politically active nonprofits, like organizations classified under Section 501(c)(4) or Section 501(c)(6), and certain corporate entities that are not required to reveal their donors. Because the identities of these donors are hidden, wealthy individuals, corporations, or special interests can exert influence on elections while keeping their identities a secret. This lack of transparency raises questions about the motivations behind the political messages funded by these undisclosed sources. In the context of election campaign finance, dark money allows large sums to be spent on activities like television and online advertisements, mailers, and other voter outreach efforts. These expenditures support or oppose candidates without direct coordination with the candidates themselves, as such coordination is prohibited for outside spending groups. Dark money groups often collaborate with super political action committees, which can raise and spend unlimited funds but must disclose their donors only to the extent of the immediate source of the funds. However, since super political action committees can receive money from dark money groups, the true origin of the funds remains obscured. This relationship allows dark money to enter the electoral process indirectly while maintaining secrecy about the original donors. From the perspective of the election process, dark money complicates the transparency and fairness of campaign finance regulations. Traditional campaign finance rules requiring disclosure of donors and impose contribution limits on candidate committees and political parties. Dark money circumvents these rules by channeling funds through entities that do not have the same disclosure requirements. This can lead to outsized political influence by wealthy interests who can spend unlimited amounts without public scrutiny, potentially skewing electoral competition and policy outcomes. In practical terms, dark money affects election cycles by increasing the volume of untraceable spending during campaigns. This can shape voter perceptions and election results without clear accountability. Election officials and regulators face challenges in enforcing transparency and ensuring that campaign finance laws are effective when large sums of money are hidden behind complex organizational structures. Dark money influences election campaign finance by enabling undisclosed, often unlimited, spending that impacts elections while undermining transparency and public accountability in the election process. This influence raises concerns about the integrity of democratic elections and the ability of voters to make informed decisions based on fully disclosed political financing.